let me know. I'll give it a few more minutes so I can check on my Patreon page. Okay, let's see here. There we are. Okay, I have the Patreon page up. All right. It's snowing in Milwaukee. It's just a little bit nippy here. Just around freezing point, but it's not snowing here. We don't hardly get any snow. I kind of like snow, unless when you have to go through it every day, then that probably sucks. But I used to love getting snow in Colorado when I lived there. We had several blizzards. Most people hate that stuff, but I kind of find it exciting. I don't know what it is, but there's something about storms. I don't know. Is that weird? Do you guys have that too? Like, I love storms. There's something energetically in a storm that makes me go, wow, I'm alive. No? Am I the only one? Hi, Susan. Yeah, Suzanne. I think it's Suzanne. I mean, it's just me. It might just be me, but there's something about storms when I see or hear a rainstorm or a thunderstorm or just even a snowstorm. There's something about the force of that energy. It makes me feel alive, and I go, wow. Look at that nature. I don't know. I mean, of course, if you're in a flood and you're being drugged down the river and your life is at stake, I'm sure you're not going to go, whoa. But when I can observe a storm from a safe place, then I get an energetic bust out of that. I don't know what it is. It's got to be something about the energy that shifts in our environment, in our atmosphere when that storm is taking place. But I get like an energy boost from that. So I don't know. I like storms. Okay, I don't even know why we started there. The snow. That was what it was. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. We're going to do some more angel card readings. This is only for you guys who are in the angelic group. So you guys who pay a minimum of 10 euros. So that way there's always less people present, which is fun because then the chances of you guys getting a card is a lot larger. Before we start, I know we have some new people that joined us today. I just want to kind of explain that even if you don't get a card and the message that you hear for someone else truly resonates with me, it gives you that feeling like, wow, that could be for me. That's exactly what I'm going through. Then understand that that message is for you as well. Spirits work in mysterious ways, and they will use other people to get a message to you. What is important when we communicate to spirit is to really follow that resonance. A lot of people dismiss it. But understand that 90% of spirit communication is 100% resonance. When I channel it, there's a resonance. I know things without me knowing it. Okay, it feels right. It feels true without me having a full background or without me having a complete understanding of what the situation is or what that person is going through. It just feels right without me understanding it fully. And so that's important to know that when you want to channel spirit or you want to connect to your spiritual team, you have to learn to follow the resonance, okay? Because nothing in this reality happens, without some kind of guidance or some kind of assistance being attached to it. You're in a constant state of being guided. There's not a moment in your awake state where you are not being guided, where there's no spirit next to you helping you. It doesn't happen. It's kind of a, you know, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You know, the only time we disconnect, and even then we get guidance, but the only time we truly disconnect from this world is when we go into our deep sleep, and then we return to our natural state where we actually hang out up there in heaven before we come back and forget everything in our REM sleep. That's what the REM sleep is for. One, it's to help you analyze what you're really working on, to show you what you're worried about, to show you what is keeping you busy in here. And two, it's a very smart tool for the soul, that the soul uses for you to start to disconnect from the higher realms again, and to really kind of forget what you saw during your deep sleep, if that makes sense. So let's start. You know what? Let's start with a collective card for everybody who's watching this video, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it later. Doesn't really matter. What matters is at the time that you're being guided to watch this, this is a message for all of you. Okay? So let's take a look, and then there it is. There it is. That's the one that flipped out. Look at that beautiful rainbow, birds, flower in the hand. Hope. So this is for everyone, the collective card. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive. It's really about learning to use your visualizations and your emotional vibration to attract a future, a reality, a healing on a collective scale. So don't focus on the negative, but focus on the positive. Focus on how you want this world to be like. Focus on how you would like people to treat each other. Focus on how people should help each other to heal. Those are the things we should focus on, and that comes with a vibration of hope and positivity and love. Okay, always think in terms of what is good for the collective is good for me. So when we send out a vibration, a healing, loving energy with the collective healing and the collective love in mind, then we have more power to change the reality that we currently see today. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. First person, let's see here. Who am I getting drawn to? Emma. Emma X. Any romance coming my way this year? Well, take a look if I get an answer to that. I don't always get answers to specific questions, but let's see what we get. Let's see what your spiritual team believes you should hear today. I got one, and I feel like we need another one. You already have tree wisdom. Message for Emma. Ooh, there it is. Okay, let's see here. So you have Emma. This is the first one that popped out. Is tree wisdom in solitude. Okay. Tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. And then solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you're all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Okay, so what you can see right away is very much, they're all surrounded by kind of butterflies, is what it looks like. They're all surrounded by butterflies. They're all surrounded by nature. What I'm getting right away is when you're talking about a romance, I think it's not going to be this year. I feel like you first have to be comfortable by with the idea of being alone. That doesn't mean you're always going to attract being alone, but when we're comfortable with the idea of being alone, then we're actually getting rid of that fear. And it's the fear of ending up alone that blocks you from actually receiving a new relationship, a lasting relationship, if that makes sense. So what I'm seeing here is use this year to really kind of immerse yourself with self reflection, self search, to really, it's not so much about self reflection. I feel, no, I'm saying it wrong. What I'm feeling is that you've done so much work already, but you haven't really enjoyed the ride. You haven't really enjoyed the healing process. You haven't really enjoyed the decluttering process. So it's almost like this year is all about just being present, going into nature just because you can, without a purpose, without a goal, just so you can go and connect to nature, so you can go and see the beauty. You know, it's about infusing your day with beautiful music. So music that uplifts you, music that heals you, music that makes you feel like shit. This world is worth living for. There's so much beauty here, so much beautiful music, so much nature. It feels like this year is about you immersing yourself in beautiful things or with beautiful things. And in that kind of solitude, being comfortable that you're the only one observing what you're seeing. Because in the back of your mind, you should know that the entire universe is observing what you're observing, because the universe looks and connects to your experiences here on earth. So it's almost like seeing yourself as a camera, seeing yourself as the eyes of God. God experiences itself through you. And so when you go out and you enjoy the beautiful nature, when you are in your couch, just lounging, listening to beautiful music, you're actually sharing that with the collective universe. Okay. And so in that solitude, you find comfort. In that solitude, you start to understand that I might be alone here right now in this current reality, but the whole universe is observing. The whole universe is looking through me. Okay. And in that, we find comfort, but we also find, hey, it's okay if I don't have a physical person next to me to be a witness of what I'm seeing, because the universe is witnessing it with me. And every soul will be able to tap into my journey and witness it with me. So it's about being okay to be the physical loner. And once we're okay with that, the fear disappears of ending up alone. You take away the blockage and you are ready to receive a beautiful person, partner, soul who will be there to not fix you or make you feel better, but who will be there to share their joy with you, and you will be able to share your joy with them. You will be able to share the world together. Does that kind of make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I think a lot of people could probably are in a similar situation. When is the love of my life coming? And sometimes we first need to be okay being on our own and truly find enjoyment in life before that person can stop by. Because if we're always in a state of lack of that person being there, lack of feeling complete, lack of feeling loved, when we're always in a state of lack, no matter what relationship the universe will throw you, it's never going to work out, because the relationship is founded on this relationship needs to feed me, fix me, fill me up. Those relationships never work. And I think that the universe wants to give you a relationship that's going to last and that's going to add on to the joy, just as you will add on to their joy. Does that make sense? I hope that works. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Suzanne. I'm just writing down your name so I can write it in the comment section who we pulled cards for, because some people can't be here live. That is very strong juice. Do you guys know cranberry juice, but you drink it pure? It's like lemons, but like twice as strong. But I drink it. I try to drink 1 glass a day because it helps reduce my cholesterol, and it's full of antioxidants. So I get through the sour bits. Suzanne, I love your last name. I don't know how to pronounce it though. Mahadam, could be, maybe. Okay. Suzanne, you also have the first card that came up with solitude. But I feel like we need another one. So you get solitude as well. Like I said, a lot of people struggle with being alone. Okay. Okay, Suzanne. So you also got solitude, and you got magical gateway. Okay. Let's see. Think of being alone. I'll say it again. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet moments. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It is time to step boldly forward without looking back. Now, it's not because you pulled the same card that it has the same meaning for you. Keep that in mind, okay? When I read cards, I don't go solely off what it says here. I let the cards talk to me, and that is my intuition, and that is what I receive from a higher realm. So let me see if it is similar to Emma's or if it's different. Suzanne. So Suzanne, what I'm getting for you is that you are too distracted by the outside world, too many impulses, too much information. You're constantly receiving information, and either you're seeking that out because you're, I don't know, too much on Facebook or too much news or too much TV, or I don't know what it is, but I'm just getting kind of a feeling of getting an overload of information that really doesn't help you in this journey, that really kind of brings you down, that really doesn't, it's almost like it disconnects you from your spiritual self. It disconnects you from the path that you've been seeking. And I feel like you're kind of lost. You're kind of lost and you can't seem to find your way. And that is because of those distractions. You're allowing the outside world to determine your inside world. You're allowing the outside world to shape your mind and your heart, to shape your reality, and that is completely a no-no, is what I'm getting. That is a no-no, Suzanne. They're kind of like smacking you on the fingers, like, don't stop doing that. Stop it. Okay, so that's what it feels like to me. I'm a little crazy, but you'll find it out soon enough. But that's what I'm getting with the solitude card. So it's a little bit of different interpretation for you, because the thing that I'm getting drawn to the most is constantly quiet times. That keeps popping up. Those words keep popping up. Be silent. Be quiet. So this is what I'm getting. Once you stop getting distracted, focus on you. Focus on what is right next to you. Focus on what you can control. Okay. And sometimes we need to create quiet time to do that. Sometimes that means we need to disconnect from the outside world. In whatever way or form you do that, whether it's through meditation, whether it's just you focusing and being very mindful, living mindfully one day at a time, whether it is you just finding a new hobby to distract you from the outside, whatever it may be, whether it's just you, living your life and only focusing on your family. It's about disconnecting from the outside world, disconnecting from what other people's ideas are, other people's beliefs, other people's visions, how other people live their reality. Disconnect. And sometimes that can be family too. Sometimes that can be friends. You just tell them, I need some time. I need some time to be alone, to be with me, to be with my family, to be with the ones that I love the most, and to figure out myself, to figure out my reality. And in that solitude, once you start disconnecting from the distractions outside of you, and you start to focus on what you can control and what is right in front of you and right inside of you in here, only then will you open the portal to your true self. Only then will you open the connection, get a clear connection, receive communication from spirit. Because I feel like you have a great team around you, but you cannot hear them. Too many distractions. You are thinking too much and you're not using this enough. So find a way to disconnect from the outside world. Take time for your own inner revolution. Take time for your own inner expansion and your inner connection to the spirits that are around you and that are helping you. Okay? But you can only do that unless you become a loner in a way. And that doesn't mean you have to completely ignore everyone, but it means that you are no longer feeding the outside world and only focusing on feeding your inside world and what is right in front of you, what is right under your control. Then the portal will open and you will actually be able to get more clarity on who is with you, what they are wanting to say, and the path you're meant to take. Because I feel that you're very lost, that you have no idea what to say it in Eric's terms, what the fuck you're supposed to do in this life. And I feel like it is up to you to discover that. And it's about practicing. It's about incorporating that into your daily life. That needs to become the search, the reconnection needs to become part of your daily routine. It cannot just be an idea. It's about practicing what you know you should have done a long time ago. There you go. Suzanne, I hope that gets you going because your team's kind of like going, come on. They're very excited, but they want you to shoot your butt. Get your butt into gear. Get your butt into action. It's about starting to do things. It's not about, oh, yeah, I should be meditating or I should try this or I should try that. No, do it. Do it. Try different modalities. If one doesn't work, try another one. Okay? But it's about experimenting and putting in the work, creating the self-discipline to create a practice that works for you in your daily life. Because we all have things to do, but you need to create something, create a new routine that works with your other things you have to do, but incorporate it, infuse it with the search to spiritual reconnection, to disconnection from the outside world, and to really focus on inner love, because there's a big lack, I feel, of inner love. Okay? You need to love yourself, girl. Love yourself. Otherwise, without self-love, how can we ever connect to something that is only loving? Think about it. Like attracts like. If you're in disharmony within yourself, you cannot hear spirits. You can't. They're on a completely different frequency than you are. So you need to be on the same frequency. You can only connect to spirit. Love, love. Not fear, anxiety, stress. Love is all the way up here. Anxiety is all the way up here. You can't get to each other. It's as simple as that. Suzanne says, you're better than my therapist. I've heard that before. I know people who have actually quit their therapist, 20 years of therapy, because it wasn't doing anything for them. And one session or one reading with me fixed the ordeal. So I am happy I can help, my love. I am happy I can help. It has nothing to do with ego, but it pleases me that I get to help you guys. Because trust me, I've been there. I've been in that valley of despair. I've been in those moments where I thought, that's it. I'm quitting this world because I can't find my path. I can't find myself. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I'm paranoid. I was there from the age of 8 to the age of 19. That was my entire childhood, was paranoia, severe anxiety attacks, dealing with being raped by my grandfather, dealing with a dysfunctional family where my father was an alcoholic. My mother didn't know what to do with all of it, and they are very loving people, but they had really huge problems that had a huge effect on us as children. So, Rolla, hello, my sweet Rolla. You're still looking for a job. It's not a great time for a new job, I can tell you that. And maybe it is intentional. Think about that. Everything happens for a reason, but let's see what the cards tell you. Let's see what we're getting, Rolla. Now, let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I got 3 cards that jumped out. Abundance. I don't know if you can see it very well. Sometimes, there we go. We got moderation. And we got protection. Last year, you and Eric said end of the year. Energies change and shift, my love. That's the problem with future predictions. It all depends on your energy. It depends on where you are. It depends on where the world is. So understand that even if we said end of the year, sometimes it can be postponed. It just can. That's why future predictions, I always, even when I do the future predictions for the year, I always tell people it can change. It depends on us. We're the creators of our reality, and what we give you as a prediction is the best possible outcome. So you have, look at it this way. With everything that needs to come into your, reality, or that you want to see into reality, there are an infinite amount of possibilities, possible futures. Okay, we live in a multidimensional plane. That means that although we co-create a world, many of us are living individual, different stages of reality, different forms of reality. And so that means that with every decision, everything that we want to manifest, there are an endless amount of possible futures. And so what what spirits, it's not really me, but what spirits will give us is the best possible outcome at that time, according to the energies that you're currently residing in. That also means that, let's say the day after you go completely meltdown, boom, that future is completely changed. Does that kind of make sense? Because you just completely changed the frequency. You didn't stay in the same vibration as you did before. So keep that in mind, okay? That doesn't mean that it's not coming. It just means that it could be postponed because there's more work to do before you get that job. Okay? There's always a reason why. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's see what I got for cards for you. So you got protection. The fears of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There is enough abundance for everyone. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Okay, so let me see what I'm getting for you, Rolla. So what I'm getting for you is that, one, you want a job, right? But one, the foundation of why you want a job is fear. Two, there's a lot of mental blocks in place that are actually blocking that job from coming in. It's almost like there's a fear attached to it. Yes, I want the job, but I'm afraid of this, that, and this, and that, and this, and that. I'm afraid that I might need a vaccine. I'm afraid that, even if you're vaccinated, but I'm just giving examples. I'm afraid that I might need a vaccine. I'm afraid that I might get ill. I'm afraid that I won't have enough. I'm afraid that I won't like the job. Whatever it may be, there are blocks that are hindering the acceptance of the abundance, if that makes sense. And so what they're meaning with the moderation, although they're talking about eating healthy and stuff, to me, it's not about that. The moderation is really working on clearing those blocks. It's about really understanding that a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear is okay. It's normal when it comes to whenever something new. It's kind of a natural human response when we're dealing with the unknown or we're dealing with something completely new. There's going to be some fear into it, but it needs to be moderated. Okay, it needs to be fear with moderation. It just feels like you feel that you need some kind of protection. You feel like it's almost like you want the job. They're giving me a lot of feelings. So it's almost like you want the job, but at the same time, you have so many questions in your head, so many doubts, so many fears that come with a new job that you're trying to protect yourself. And so on a subconscious level, your soul is trying to protect you because you need to work on letting go of these blocks. You need to work on letting go of these fears before you even go into the job. Because otherwise, if the job comes, which will be positive for you, I feel, but your initiation into the job is colored by fear and doubts and worries, then you're actually going to push the job away. You're either going to get fired or you're going to lose the job in some way or form. Does that kind of make sense? So it's about working on the blocks, getting clear. Ask yourself, why am I afraid? What am I afraid of? What are my worries regarding this job? It's about just knowing that, hey, this job is going to lead me to abundance and it's going to make me feel more protected in the world. It's about getting excited and positive about it. It's about planning it in your head what it's going to feel like when you get that job, instead of getting worried, anxiety, stressed out about it. All those energies are blockages in order for you to receive the desired manifestation of a new job. Does that kind of make sense? And so that's what I'm getting out of these cards: abundance, moderation, and protection. So there you go. So don't get Rolla, don't get worried. Don't get worried. It's coming. But you need to relax. Eric's going, relax. It's going to be okay. Okay? Just put your feet up and say, okay, thanks, universe. I'm taking this time off a bit to just be, to just relax, to just enjoy my time off while I still have it, because it's coming. And once it's coming, I won't have so much time off. Do you see what I'm saying? Because then you're changing your vibration from to okay. You're changing your vibration. You're going, shit. I better take advantage of the time that's left me before I get this job. Otherwise, that's how you gotta get rid of the worry. See it as the time that between now and the moment that you get your job is just you chilling. I'm getting ready. I'm going to enjoy the time that's left me, that the universe is giving me before I start this job. Because once I'm going there, it's going to be full blast. Okay? So it's about raising your vibration and really enjoying this time off, because it's coming. And once it's there, you're not going to have so much time off anymore. You're not going to have so much time to just chill and do what you really want to do. Does that make sense? So it's about enjoying the time that's left before it comes in. I hope that helps. Okay. No, Suzanne, I'm sorry you were raped as well. It's more common than people think, but not everybody talks about it. Okay, But it doesn't define you, Suzanne. Never let it define you. It didn't define it. For me, it doesn't. Hold on, let me see here. Patreon. Let me just check. Patreon. Let me pick somebody that can't be here live. Okay. April. April. And I see Bill Bass is also highlighting. Okay. April. This is for April. Ba-ba. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it makes sense. And Kathleen, you want a message for Corey? I will do that as well. So I got April, Bill Bass, Kathleen, and hopefully we have some more time to do a few more. We'll see. Try my best. Once the information comes out, it takes me a little bit to get it to stop. You all know me. It's just how I channel. I can't help it. I'm like a waterfall of information. Don't ask me where it comes from. Somewhere in the higher realms. Oh, boink. This is for April. Believe in magic, my dear. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Light says you are a part of nature, so you are magical too. Oh, April. Let's see, what am I getting? So basically what I'm getting is that lately you've been going through a lot of stressful events. You're dealing with a lot of kind of destructive energies around you. It's almost like you're starting to believe in this negative curse or something negative that's haunting you or that's following you around. And they're kind of making me say, no, that's not really what it is. What it is you're tapping into the negativity of the world around you. And in some way or form, you're allowing that to affect your own peace. You're allowing it to push you out of your moments of zen. You're allowing it to affect you in a negative way, and therefore are continuously attracting negative experiences. You're continuously attracting things that are not comfortable. And basically what they're saying is you are surrounded by nature. You are a very naturey directed person. Nature makes you feel better. And I know that you are on a daily basis surrounded by animals and a beautiful surroundings. But they're basically saying stop differentiating yourself from nature, because you see yourself as here's nature, here's the animal kingdom, and here am I. They want you to start feeling unified with that. You are in the animal kingdom. You are in the world around you. You are a part of all of that. Okay, and in that lies magic. In that lies your strength. When you start to unify with your animals, when you start to feel no longer I am the human, this is the animal, but you start to feel like your brothers and sisters. You really immerse yourself in that connectivity, that interconnected energy, then you're actually tapping into the universal energy. And when you do that, that's when you're the most powerful in your reality. That's when you feel you have the most energy to do things. That's when you start attracting beautiful things instead of negative things. So it is important to start believing that the magic that you see around you, in your animals, in the nature, that it resides in you too. Stop separating from that and truly absorb it. Start reabsorbing it Become one with the love that surrounds you through your animals, and then you'll see, and stop getting. You need to protect yourself. I just feel like you need to create this kind of magical bubble around you. So visualize your bubble of protection and just say, look, I don't need all your shit. What all I need is the love and the beauty that surrounds me. And really put your focus on that. And then you'll see that all the other discomforts will slowly start to fade away. They will lose their power, and they will lose their power over you. And when the energies start becoming weaker and weaker, and you become stronger and stronger, then eventually they just disappear, and you continue to move forward with the magic inside of you and the strength that you need in order to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish in this world. There you go, April. I hope that helps. Okay, I also had Bill Bass and then Kathleen Porter. Message for Corey. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Okay, let's focus on Bill first. Bill Bass. BB. Bill Bass. Card for Bill Bass. Point. I got Believe in Magic too. Feel like we need another one though. Bill, I think you need another one. Oh, hold on. I'm dropping all my cards now. That's not good. Okay. Bill. Give me another card for Bill. I focus on your name, Bill. Oh, there we go. Okay, Bill. Bill, you got friendship and believe in magic as well. So we'll do believe in magic one more time. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are a part of nature too, so you are magical too. And then friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey. Okay. What am I getting for you, Bill? What I'm feeling is inside, I feel a loss. So I don't know if you've lost a person that was close to you. It almost feels like a father energy. I could be wrong, but it just feels like a father energy that surrounds you, that is trying to reach out, that is trying to reconnect in some way or form. And this could be your dad now, or it could be a father energy from a previous lifetime. I'm not really sure because I'm not getting detailed information. It almost feels like whoever this person is isn't yet able to control the communication that's coming my way. So it just feels like it's mostly just an overall feeling of a father energy that you may have lost, or that you feel a loss of. And it's almost like they're saying, you know, you need to believe in order to receive. It's almost like you need to be part of the process of reconnection. Your participation is requested, because it almost feels like or you're surrounded by souls who aren't very supportive of the idea of reconnecting with the dead, or you're surrounded by people who do not believe in spirituality, who do not believe in you connecting to your spiritual team, and so on and so forth. So it just believes that basically what I'm getting is that you need to surround yourself with people who will support you, even if they don't believe you, who will still support you because they love you, who will still be there for you to help you through the journey of reconnection in some way or form. And so the other part of that is not only to receive support or connect to those who truly love you and support you, who are or even new friendships who are resonating at your frequency, who will not even question what you're going through, who will just understand and will be able to offer support and guidance in that. But the other part of that is, in order for you to get reconnected with your spiritual team, reconnected with your loved ones, you have to start believing. Because if you don't believe, you won't receive. So you got to start believing. Everything that is comes from an unconscious state first. So there needs to be an unconscious creation on, let's just say, how would I explain that? Before it, you can experience it in your reality, and that's with everything, anything and everything that you ever think of, dream of, want to receive. Anything that you want to establish and create in this physical reality comes from an idea first, a belief. Because it's not just an idea. You need to align with the idea, and you need to 100% be convinced that that is how it is. There should not be any doubt in your mind that that is the truth, that that is how it is. And so it comes with faith, 100% faith, and 100% belief in yourself and in your abilities to connect. Because every single person, doesn't matter whether they're good people, bad people, in between people, doesn't matter. Every soul, every human incarnation, every animal incarnation, every plant life incarnation is connected to a soul that resides in heaven. Every single one. And every soul has guidance. Even if you haven't requested any, there will be spirits there to assist you and help you anyway. Okay, so you need to have that belief set in place. It needs to be your reality on a conscious level, on a subconscious level, before it can actually come into your reality, in your physical reality, if that makes sense. So believe and you will receive is a very truthful thing. Okay, everything that comes into your physical reality starts off from a subconscious idea, a creation in the mind. And that's why Einstein always said imagination is more important than knowledge, because if you can imagine it, then you can create it and attract it and manifest it in some way or form. Sometimes it takes years to do, sometimes it goes quickly, but either way, you can create it into your reality. But it starts with an idea. It starts with a creative idea. It starts with a belief, something on a subconscious knowing frequency, if that makes sense. So believe and you will receive. And whoever this father energy is, it just feels to me like he's trying to reach out, letting you know he loves you and he cares about you, and he just wants everyone to know that he's okay. So let me know in the comment section. I know you're not here live, but let me know in the comment section if that resonates with you, or maybe this father energy is for one of the other people who's trying to come forward, but it just, for some reason, it feels connected to you. Okay. Kathleen, you wanted a message for Corey. Let's see what we're getting. Inner child. Okay. Oop, well, that was fast. Lost and found. Okay. These two jumped out. I don't know if you can see it. Inner child, lost and found. Okay. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized we were lost. Corey, what am I getting for Corey? Ooh, so it almost feels to me like in order to regain freedom, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but in order to regain freedom, in order to regain his life, his path, his purpose, his everything. It's almost like in order to regain his entire future, he needs to stay in that kind of fearless state. It's almost like his fears attract more negativity. His fears create negative outcomes, and he needs to, and maybe you as well, the entire family, you need to embrace and to look. There's Corey. It's a little baby. Look at that. Corey baby. That's what it feels like. I feel like this is you, and I feel like this is your baby. And you need to remember those good times. You need to focus on that, and it looks like there's another person here, maybe another family member. But that's what I'm getting when I look at these cards. It's almost like the entire family, whoever is supporting him and himself, needs to tap into this kind of fearlessness, kind of positive, you know, unworried state of vibration, just knowing that everything will be fine, everything will be okay. We just need to play with life. We just need to have faith. We need to have trust. And we really need to focus on making every day the best day that we possibly can. And when we stay in that vibration, that kind of innocence, an inner child energy is about innocence. When we stay in the vibration of innocence, then it just feels like whatever he has lost, and it almost feels like his life, his future, his journey. I don't know. It feels like it's a little bit of everything. But what he has lost will be found again when he stays in that vibration of playfulness, positivity, innocence, really fearlessness. Just knowing that whatever the outcome will be, it will be good. It will be positive. No need to worry about it. And in doing so, it just feels like he's lost a part of himself, and that's going to be refound. He's lost a certain amount of freedom, and that's going to be refound. That's what I'm getting. He's in jail. Okay. Is he coming up for parole or anything like that? Yeah, he just needs to stay positive. It's almost like, do not let jail define you. That kind of thing. Stay in that upbeat, positive vibration. Many people go to jail, but if you look at a lot of people don't let jail define them. You look at a lot of inspirational people who were locked up for many years. The Hurricane Carter, Nelson Mandela. Don't ever let jail define you. You can be completely free in here. And you can be in a positive energy, in a playful energy, in an innocent energy in here and in here. These two need to line up. And therefore he can see jail as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, Hasn't gone to court for sentencing yet. Okay, well, good. Stay